The universe is full of mysteries, some cosmic, some heartbreakingly personal. The disappearance of Flying Tiger Line Flight 739 is one such enigma. On March 16, 1962, a Lockheed superconstellation vanished over the Pacific, taking 107 people with it. The Cold War loomed, and secrets were everywhere. This flight, chartered by the US military, was routine, until it wasn't. Families waited, unaware their loved ones would become part of an enduring ghost story. The sky was clear, the mission straightforward, but fate had other plans. Flight 739 was more than metal and fuel. It carried hopes and futures. Somewhere over the Pacific it became a symbol of our fragility. We searched the stars for answers, but sometimes the greatest mysteries are right above us. How can something so large, so monitored, simply vanish? The story of Flight 739 is not just about a lost plane, it's about the limits of our understanding. It's a journey into the unknown, where the line between possible and impossible blurs. And it leaves us with a single, haunting question: what really happened that day? The Lockheed L-1049H superconstellation, operated by Flying Tiger Line, departed Travis Air Force Base, California, bound for Saigon. On board 93 U.S. Army soldiers, 3 South Vietnamese, and 11 civilian crew, 107 people on a classified mission. These weren't combat troops, but technical experts, communications, electronics, intelligence. Their mission was secret, fueling speculation from the start. The flight plan island hops across the Pacific: California, Hawaii, Wake Island, Guam, then the Philippines. At each stop, the crew checked the plane, passengers stretched, and all seemed normal. The superconstellation left Guam on March 15th, heading into the most remote stretch of its journey. Below, the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the world's oceans. The soldiers were heading toward a covert war. But first, they'd face a different unknown. The Pacific is vast and unforgiving. A place where secrets can disappear forever. The mission's secrecy would later fuel countless theories. Was it just a transport flight or something more? As the plane lifted off, no one could have predicted it would become one of aviation's greatest mysteries. Before reaching conflict, they vanished into a different kind of darkness. And the world would never be the same. Flight 739 took off from Guam at 10:44 p.m. Weather clear. Fuel enough for 9 hours, plenty to reach the Philippines. 80 minutes in, Captain Gregory Thomas radioed, "All normal." It was the last anyone heard from the plane. The next scheduled check-in came and went, silence. Controllers in Guam called repeatedly, nothing but static, no mayday, no distress call, no sign of trouble. One moment the plane was there, the next, it was gone. Even in 1962, a catastrophic emergency usually left time for a signal. The total lack of communication suggests something sudden and overwhelming. The crew had no chance to react. For controllers, concern turned to alarm as hours passed. The plane was alone, far from radar, over the deepest ocean. By dawn, the grim reality set in. Flight 739 and all 107 aboard were missing. The Pacific had claimed another secret. The disappearance triggered one of the largest air-sea searches in Pacific history. U.S. military forces scoured over 200,000 square miles. Aircraft, ships, sonar, all searching for a trace. For 8 days hope persisted, survivors, debris, any clue, but the Pacific is vast and merciless. Not a single piece of wreckage was found, no oil slick, no life raft, no bodies. It was as if the plane had evaporated. Searchers saw only endless water day after day. The absence of evidence was baffling. In most crashes, something turns up. Here, nothing. Was the search in the wrong place? Or did the plane vanish in an unconventional way? The empty ocean offered no answers. The official search ended, but the mystery only deepened. Then, a single eyewitness account emerged from the darkness. The crew of the SS TL Lenzenweger, an oil tanker near the flight path, reported a bright flash in the sky, a possible explosion. The time and location matched Flight 739's last known position. This became the investigation's only real clue. The Civil Aeronautics Board concluded the plane likely exploded mid-air, but the cause remained unknown. Was it mechanical failure, sabotage, something more sinister? The Cold War context and the secret mission fueled theories. A bomb, enemy action, even a hijacking gone wrong. Some speculated about UFOs or covert operations erased from history. The lack of wreckage only deepened suspicion. Officially, the cause was unknown. Theories multiplied: mechanical failure, sabotage, or a secret too dangerous to reveal. The truth, if it exists, remains locked in classified files. The Pacific kept it secret, and the world was left to wonder. The story of Flight 739 became legend. For the families, the lack of answers was agony. No wreckage, no remains, no closure. For years, the names of those lost weren't even on the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Their sacrifice seemed forgotten, their story a shadow. Families fought for recognition, keeping the memory alive. In 2022, a memorial was finally dedicated in Maine, bearing all 107 names. Yet the central mystery remains: what happened to Flight 739? Was it accident, sabotage, or something else? Official documents are still classified, fueling suspicion. The disappearance endures as a legend, a cautionary tale of secrecy and the unknown. As long as there are no answers, we'll keep looking to the sky, haunted by the question. The 107 souls of Flight 739 are lost, but never forgotten.